Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name's Katie. This is not how I usually start my videos. Today we're gonna do like a productive vlog. I got a lot of stuff to get done today, but I thought we would start with like a little catch-up chat here at the beginning while I do my makeup. This is my first time getting ready in like over a week. My hands are shaking because I've had too much caffeine, but we're gonna keep drinking it. Yeah, today's Friday. How you guys doing? I'd love some updates on your lives as well. I've been down all week, so that hasn't been fun. I got my second COVID vaccine, so I'm super relieved about that, super happy I got it, but I was pretty sick afterwards. I got it on Tuesday. Today's Friday, and today's the first day I feel like decent again, but still not great. I tried to work out this morning. After 20 minutes was like, this is too much. So we're just taking it easy. Where to start? First of all, I completely realize I have been the most inconsistent on this channel that I've ever been since I started it like 6 years ago. So thank you for being patient with me and bearing with me here. To be completely honest, I'm having a bit of a hard time as of late, and I used to just push through and fake it for the camera and keep putting up content whenever that happened in my life, and this year I just decided I wasn't going to do that anymore, hence the less frequent content. So I mean, like, overall I'm fine. I just like to complain sometimes. You know, this month has not been great for me, and just doing the best I can. I love doing like half of my face and just like seeing how weird it looks without it on the other half. If you care at all about what I'm using, I got this recently, the Camo CC cream from e.l.f. I'm trying it out. Still haven't decided if I like it more than my other foundation, but my other foundation is a lot more expensive, so I'm trying to convince myself that I like the cheaper one. So yeah, for the sake of being realistic, because I know a lot of you are interested in doing what I do or something similar, and this is just kind of what happens with freelance sometimes, this month has been hard for me, which has caused me to be very stressed out and anxious. I've had clients cancel on me before. It happens. Life happens, plans change, it's not a big deal. This month in particular though, it hit me pretty hard because I had more than one client cancel in the same month, so that's like a big hit. And they were big projects that I had blocked out a lot of time for, and they were last minute cancellations with no notice, like 2 days before our start date, so I obviously didn't have any time to fill those spots with anyone else. And like I said, they were big projects, so I'm taking like a $2,000 hit to my income this month because of that, which is stressful and also frustrating because I turned people away for those spots on my calendar because I thought I was booked for these huge projects, and now I could have been working on another project and now I'm just not. I still have 3-4 clients I was working on this month, so it's not like I didn't have stuff to do. It was just, like I said, a big hit to my income, which is stressful. Luckily that's not my only source of income, so I had other things to fall back on. It's still just a stressful time, and that's just the nature of being a freelancer. That's just how it goes. And like I said, people cancel, it happens. I have no hard feelings towards the people who had to cancel on me. It was just like the fact that more than one canceled in the same month I think really hit hard, and the fact that they were big projects that I had to block out a lot of time for. So that's been a little stressful for me this month. And then on top of that, honestly, my book sales are just not great this month. They're the lowest for me that they've been since August of last year. I haven't seen numbers this low in a really long time. So normally, I think if I had like a normal month, that wouldn't bother me, but like that on top of the editing mess. So I've just been like stressed about money this month, so that's not fun. And then I've also been like stressing myself out by the schedule I set for myself for my next book series. So we'll talk more about Marionettes and how I might have to pivot and change my plans because I was just stressing myself out more than I needed to. So I guess some good news on that front. Book 1 is basically done, so that's good. I'm currently line editing it right now. I have the final cover for it now. I have not an editor booked. I guess we could talk about this because I have talked about in the past how I wasn't sure what I was going to do moving forward with editors because I felt like I was always overpaying for copy editors because my text was so clean to begin with. So what I've decided to try with the Marionettes is I'm copy editing it myself, and then I've hired a professional proofreader to go over it to catch, you know, anything that I missed and any typos and anything like that. So that's gonna save me a lot of money with edits, and we'll see how that works out this go around. So I have that proofreader scheduled for July, and she thinks it'll take her like a week. So realistically, the book is gonna be done by like August, completely done and ready to go. And I'll already have the cover and everything, so like realistically I could publish the book in August if I wanted to. So that's where my plans come in. You know, I was trying to finish book 2 before I made any final plans for book 1 because I kind of wanted to do a rapid release with the 2 of them, have them come out pretty close together. And I feel like giving myself that timeline was stressing me out, and it was impacting my ability to write book 2 because I was like overthinking it and rushing it and stressing myself out. So I still haven't finished the rough draft for book 2. I'm like 52,000 words into it or something, and I can already tell it's gonna need some major revisions. It's gonna take me some time. I don't know why I thought doing a rapid release with my longest, hardest books was a good idea, because like they're fantasies and they're also a like continuous storyline instead of just like a series of standalones, so they're harder, I think. So this is why I'm thinking I'm going to shelf my rapid release idea for this series. I still want to do something like that in the future, but I feel like that would be better suited if I were to write more books like The Anti-Relationship Year, Joe's book that just came out in March. Because that book was a college new adult romance. It was really easy to write, really fast to write, a standalone. And if I did like a series of books like that, I feel like I could churn those out pretty quickly without stressing myself out the way I have been with the Marionettes. So I still really want to try a rapid release at some point with my books, but I just feel like this series might not be the one to do it on, because I really don't want the quality of the books to suffer because of it, or my mental health to suffer because of it. Also, I'm well aware I have zero technique when it comes to makeup. I still do the same things I did when I was 16, so don't learn from me, don't criticize me, because I really don't care. I'm just gonna keep doing it the same way. So anyway, yeah, I am now stuck in this place of like, what do I want to do with this series, with this release schedule now? If I'm not doing the rapid release, do I want to just publish book 1 in August when it's ready? Do I want to wait till October? Because I feel like it would be a good October release. It is kind of like those Halloween vibes. And if I wait until October, that still gives me several months to keep working on book 2. So book 2 might not come out like immediately after book 1, but maybe book 2 would be like a December or January release, so they would still be pretty close together. So that's kind of what my thinking is with book 1 at this point. It's either going to come out in August, and then there's going to be a fairly large gap between book 1 and book 2. I say fairly large, like an average gap, just obviously not a rapid release anymore. Or I would release it in October with the hopes that book 2 would be ready relatively close to then. So I think I'm just gonna kind of see how it goes for the next couple of months and see where I'm at with book 2, and just not set, because the thing is, when I release book 1, I want to have the pre-order for book 2 up and a link for it in the back of the book, so people who finish book 1 can immediately go pre-order book 2, because it ends on a pretty big cliffhanger and I think people might want to do that. So I do have to decide on book 2 around the time when book 1 comes out. So basically, I think I'm just gonna spend the next couple of months not stressing about it, letting it turn out however it turns out, and we'll just see how the revision process for book 2 develops. I've always been someone who's like, don't edit as you go, finish the draft first, keep the momentum, and for this book I'm actually thinking I'm not gonna do that. Like I said, I'm like 50,000 words in, and I'm really stuck and struggling to write the ending, even though I know exactly what the ending is gonna be. I don't know why I just can't write it. So I think I'm actually gonna go back to the beginning and start editing, because I already know there's 1,000,001 problems at the first half of the book, and just write the ending with the second draft. I think is what's gonna happen with this book, because the ending isn't gonna change, but I think a lot of what happens in Act 2 is going to change, and I think it'll just be a lot more emotionally satisfying for me to write the ending after I fix Act 2, because basically I need more like moments with these characters to really develop this relationship for the impact of the ending to hit as hard as I want it to. So I know there's a bunch of lacking like development in that relationship. So I think I need to figure out those scenes and write that development better before I can really effectively write the ending, if that makes sense. Like, I know where they're gonna end up, but the path they've taken to get there so far has not been satisfying to me, and I want to work on that. So right now my plan, I think, is I'm gonna finish up book 1. We're line editing. I'm really not changing much with the plot. I did get my feedback back from my beta reader who was reading it for the second time. I don't know if you're watching this, Lydia, thank you. Your comments again had me cackling. They were so freaking funny. But she had one comment in there that I think was a good suggestion that might change something a little bit plot wise. But other than that, I'm really just cleaning up the language and small things like that and line editing. So once I finish that and I feel like book 1 is all polished up and where I want it to be, then we will dive back into book 2, starting from the beginning and start a new draft. You and I cannot chat while I do my eyeliner. I need to concentrate. Close enough? I don't usually do my makeup over here, but honestly the lighting's better over here than when I usually do it. So yeah, that's what's going on with the Marionettes. I have the cover, like I said. I'm really excited. I don't know when I'm gonna share it. If you haven't already, I have a Facebook group that you can join for the Marionettes that'll have updates on the series going up in there, and the blurb for the first book is already up in there. If you're interested, I'll have it linked down below. Oh, I also have a link for a promotion that I'm in right now. It has a ton of other like steamy, spicy romance books in there that you probably haven't heard of before. So if you're looking for some new books to read, if that's a genre that you enjoy, definitely check out that link down below. It would help me out because it's like a tracking link, and however many people click on it gives me like a better reputation on the site to continue doing these promotions. I don't get paid or anything from you clicking on it, but it does make me look better the more people click on it. So if you want to, if that's your thing, go check out the books. I think they are, most of them, if not all of them, are indie books too, if you're looking to read more indie books. So that's what I'm thinking with the Marionettes, but my overall publishing schedule I'm thinking for the coming year. So Marionettes is definitely going to be the next book, and then I want the sequel to come out next. I don't think I've told you the title yet. And then I want to go back to the standalone that I wrote in January, which is a romance, kind of like romantic suspense thing. I haven't touched it since I wrote it in January, but I am really excited to get back to it. I've figured out what I want to do with it because it's pretty short. It's a little over 50,000 words is the rough draft. And right now it's only from the girl's perspective, and I think I want to try to write the guy's perspective and have it be switch off point of views. I've never written a book like that before, so I'm a little bit nervous, but I think that's what the book needs. So I do want to revisit that, and I think that'll be the book that comes out after Marionette's book 2, and then Marionette's book 3, and then some kind of mystery book. I don't know what'll be next, something else, and then Marionette's book 4. Because I'm anticipating after Marionette's book 2, there's going to be a pretty big gap between the books, pretty big, being like a year, because those books are going to be monsters to write, and I don't think that's unreasonable for a fantasy book to take that long. That's the plan. That's what's going on. You can't help me choose, but which lip do I do today? I've been like slowly making my way through it and trying all of the colors. I can never tell what colors look good on me. I feel like darker colors look better on me, but more like neutral. All of that said, we're gonna do red today and just see how it goes. I want so badly to be someone who can pull off red lipstick, but I just don't think I am. Anyway, my camera's dying. I've got 2 editing clients that I'm working on right now. I'm doing a manuscript evaluation, and I'm proofreading for a guy I did a manuscript evaluation for a few months ago. So we're gonna work on those. Then we're gonna work on my stuff. I gotta go plug in my camera. Hi, so it's almost 6 o'clock. I had totally different intentions with this video. I was gonna do like a whole vlog of the day, and then just ended up like not really being in the mood to vlog. So we'll just, it's fine. It's already super long just with the get ready portion at the beginning. So we're just gonna have it be a get ready with me catch up kind of thing. So I look kind of crazy because I like started to take my eye makeup off. But yeah, I'm just sitting here. We got some wine and I'm working on Marionette's line edits, and that's what we're gonna do for the rest of the night, I think. So thanks for catching up with me, hanging out for a little bit. I'll have links down below in the description for all tons of stuff. Check the description, and I will just see you guys in another video very, very soon. Bye. No. Pretty Caroline, oh, 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 stone